What's up? We are going through the best DFS picks, the best DFS mathematically profitable player props for today. So I'm very excited about this. Again, PrizePicks has been added to OddsJam. So in a previous video, we kind of reverse engineered PrizePicks, right? For any two-leg entry, you are getting plus 200 odds, right? So if we take Paul Blackburn, over 3.5 strikeouts, and Jacobs Slavine, whoever this guy is, under 1.5 shots on goal, it's $20 in our entry to win $60. This to win includes your your stake, right? The amount in your entry. So $20 to win $40 of profit is just plus 200 odds. Any two-leg entry, it doesn't matter if we take the over or the under, the payout does not change. That's what's so crazy about PrizePicks. If we decide to go with Vincent and we pick his over, $20 to win $60. Any two picks you include on PrizePicks is just going to be $20 to win $60, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go through an actually mathematically profitable entry on PrizePicks for today, and I'm going to bet $500 on it. So the first leg we have is Paul Blackburn over 3.5 player strikeouts. So we went through this in a previous video, but because a two-leg entry on PrizePicks is essentially, it's just plus 200 odds, right? You're putting $100 on your stake to win $200 in profit. That's just plus 200 odds. That means each leg has an implied win probability from PrizePicks of 57.74%. In other words, you have to be winning each pick in your entry 57.74% of the time to break even on PrizePicks, right? 57.74% of the time, you have to win two legs in your entry. So if we multiply or just square 57.74%, that's 0.33333, which is how often you need to win, a two-leg entry at plus 200 odds to break even. So what we're doing is we're looking through the OddsJam positive expected value page for, picks on PrizePicks that have implied odds better than minus 137. So if we look at Paul Blackburn, over 3.5 strikeouts, again, it doesn't matter if you're betting the over or the under on PrizePicks, you're getting an implied price of minus 137. So what we can see is Blackburn over 3.5 strikeouts is heavily favored on every sportsbook, right? Including Pinnacle Sportsbook right here, the sharpest sportsbook in the world, right? So what we can do is use the betting markets on Pinnacle to back out a fair win probability for Paul Blackburn over 3.5 strikeouts, which we do right here. So Paul Blackburn over 3.5 strikeouts has a zero vig win percentage of 59.15%, which implies a zero vig line of minus 144.8, right? So we are beating the zero vig line from PrizePicks of minus 137. Our bet has a win probability of 59.15%, which we see right here. So that is the first leg we are going to include in our entry. Now, the second leg we're going to include, again, straight from the OddsJam positive EV page, PrizePicks is always giving you minus 137 implied odds on a two-pick entry, is in the Hurricanes game. So we are going to be looking at Ryan Strome under 2.5 shots on goal. So right here, PrizePicks, as always, is giving us an implied price of minus 137. All the sports books, every single one, has the under heavily favored. Pinnacle minus 173 plus 128. So minus 173 plus 128 implies a win percentage of 59.1%, right? So 59.1% here. In the zero vig line is minus 144.48. So minus 144.48. So essentially, the win probability for our bet, these two picks on PrizePicks, are uncorrelated. So to figure out the win probability for our entry, we can just multiply the probability, according to the sharpest sportsbook in the world, Pinnacle, of Blackburn having over 3.5 strikeouts, which is 59.15%, times the probability of Strome having under 2.5 shots on goal, which is 59.1%. And we can see that the win probability of our entry on PrizePicks is 34.95%, right? 34.95%. So we're staking $500. Any PrizePicks entry is just plus 200 odds. So we're staking $500 to win $1,000, right? That's plus 200 odds. Staking 500 to win 1,000. So essentially, we can back out the EV and the edge of our PrizePicks entry. So the EV is just the win probability of your bet according to the sharpest sportsbook in the world and the DVIG'd markets. So the win probability for a bet is 34.95765% times $1,000, right? That is the win probability times the profit if we win. And then we just subtract the loss probability times our stake, and that gets us the expected value of our PrizePicks entry, which is $24, right? 5% profit margin on this PrizePicks entry. So we're going to go ahead and lock this in. So I want to go to Strome, and then I want to go to under 2.5 shots on goal. Let's bet 500. Let's stake $500 on this PrizePicks entry. Boom, locked it in. Successfully submitted PrizePicks entry using OddsJam, mathematically profitable. Blackburn over 3.5 strikeouts. Strome under 2.5 shots on goal, mathematically profitable using the OddsJam positive EV page, comparing PrizePicks odds to the implied odds you are getting from sportsbooks to back out fair win probabilities for your bets. And that, shows us that the expected value, the edge of our PrizePicks entry is roughly 5%. So a really good, really profitable PrizePicks entry. I'm pretty happy with it. Let's make some money on DFS. I'm not used to it. I don't play a lot of fantasy, but I'm going to make some money off it, and hopefully you're able to tail this. Thank you.